Please don't look at how dirty my desk is. It's not good. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. I did it. Everybody. I did it. What did I do? I finished that. I finished the, not nearly as thick as some of my old ones, but the thick sketchbook. I did it. I did it. Every time I start making these videos, I always have like in my head, a way that I'm going to start this. And then the second I start it, all of that just, it leaves my brain, it's gone. It doesn't exist. And I'm really just gonna start embracing this. So, I keep thinking about those like those pretty sketchbook tour videos where somebody's like a very nice sequence of somebody getting their coffee ready and there's like plants everywhere and just like throw the book, just throw it. I have coffee. It's like from I think 7 hours ago now. That's room temperature. Okay, let's get into this. There were some things that I wanted to talk about, which I will talk about while I'm doing this. But, you know, you get to witness this part. What day is it? Okay, hold on. It's definitely, oh, I should have shook that more. What day is it? Hold on. It's the 20th. Oh my god, I started this last year. Okay. This time I can show you guys this, because that's my public email and my Instagram account. And now I don't have to worry about me accidentally showing my phone number, because I've done that like 3 times. And I've had people text me from this before I blurt it out completely. They're like, hey, just to let you know, your number's showing. And I'm like, croissant! And I appreciated it, because everybody was really cool, and I managed to go back and blur them. Anyways, my brain is just running today. There's some goals and some stickers. That one is from my school. Along with that one, I don't know who, oh, you can't even see him. I don't know who made them, but they're from my school. This one too, and that's from Imaging Center, which is where I get stuff printed at. That's mine, and that's mine. This and this are a pretty good heads up for what's gonna happen in this book. I feel like I did get better at noses and did ink more. I did do like a study on buff people, just like one. But you know, it was there, I did it. More things other than people, I did not do that. I at least am consistent. I've done more feminine features, and I did stick in some shit. Croissant! Not that much, because the last one I did a lot of sticking in shit, and I felt like that was cheating. And I'm gonna use this eraser to prop up this side to get rid of the shinies. If my light starts flickering through this, I'm gonna pause, because that's been a thing lately. I think we need a new light bulb. Anyways, let's actually start this thing. This is from my Meet the Artists that I did, which I stuck in here because it's not really a page, and I don't think that's cheating. And this is drawn on separate paper because the first time I started Sketchbook 11, I did it in a tiny little watercolor sketchbook with the intention of using that as my sketchbook. And I remembered how much I hate that paper. But I was pretty happy with that, so I stuck it out and put it in here. I really like Adam's face in that one. Starting off with some Dirk Gently drawings. Some of these are rough, which I feel like is unfair to say because I was really proud of them at the time, and this one still are like, bah, bah, bah. Very nice. I like them a lot. But comparing this to where I'm at the end of the sketchbook, I feel pretty good. Because I really like this drawing of Dirk, but the other ones I've done of like Todd and Farah look pretty good to me. I do really like this Martin though. Shout out to anybody who likes this show. The fan base is so hard to find. They're there and everybody is so sweet. And I love it because this is one of my like all-time favorite shows. So we have more Martin and Todd because that's my bias. Vogel, that's scary, and that is just, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I feel like Martin was one of my main reasons that I gave myself a mohawk, which I am. It's been a year and I still have it and I love it dearly. I Thought You Were Punk, I think, is literally a title of a fan fiction that I've read. We don't talk about that. That's personal me time. I'm sticking that back on there after. You got me. This is literally right when I cut my mohawk. I actually like how that looks. That is Colton, but it doesn't really look like Colton. And we have some Campbell Bane. Who's my precious, precious boy. I love him dearly. Oh, especially that looks good. This looks rough, but yeah. Actually, I kind of like it. Maybe because it does look rough. Anyways. Okay, I'm back. My phone just like died while trying to record that. I had to update it, which is unfortunate because I haven't updated it in like 3 years because I liked how it was. It got rid of my live wallpaper. I'm very upset. Anyways, that aside, I can record again. And I was going to say prior to my phone eating croissant that throughout the sketchbook you'll notice some of the spreads are quite ugly, and that is kind of a goal for me, which is I focus really hard while working on a sketchbook to try to make it look good, and like, you know, for posting and for like these tours, and I realize that that takes a lot of the enjoyment out of filling up a sketchbook for me, is that I don't feel like I have the freedom to just draw. I have to focus really hard on making it look visually appealing, and I want to say screw that. Now I make sketchbooks are meant for improvement. They're going to be full of bad art. That's kind of like the point. Not saying that this is all necessarily bad, but it's not going to all be nice to look at, you know? And I want to embrace that, and especially with this next coming sketchbook, and you'll notice it more in this one, because there are still pretty spreads in it. That's something that I just enjoy doing, but I don't always have the effort in me to do that. So you'll realize it. It's something a pretty sketchbook does not mean your art is good, and an ugly sketchbook doesn't mean that your art is bad. It just means that you're drawing, you know? You're in a sketchbook. And I think that's important, you know? Anyways, tangent aside, that's okay, and that's okay. That's fine. Take this off now. That was just so I didn't lose my spot. Okay. This is the beginning of something. I have watched The Lord of the Rings in the past. I don't know why, but I rewatched it again and I downloaded the audiobooks because I have never heard the audiobook version. I've read the books like when I was younger, but I found out that there was a audiobook, or the audiobooks recorded by Andy Serkis, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta listen to those. And it revamped my Lord of the Rings phase that I was in back in like middle school. So the brain rot that I still have, this is the beginning of the sketchbook. It does not stop. It keeps going. So you're gonna see a lot of this. that would bring you to the however many hours of Gandalf sax, the video. I don't know if it still does. That's alright. I have a hard time drawing Bilbo sometimes. You'll realize that. Anyways. It's a pretty barren page, and this, which I can show the whole version up right now, which is a drawing that I did a while ago, which I'm very proud of. It looks pretty good, but I wanted to put it in there because I had an extra print of it. This is one of the times I embraced ugly page. This is a rough one. It's not great. We're just gonna kind of keep going. Uh-oh, it's more Lord of the Rings. I kind of like that still. This is wonderful to me. I like this one a lot. I remember this being around Christmas time. That's not bad. This is okay. I've gotten considerably better at drawing Legolas. Because okay. Him and Boromir are my favorite characters. But I really enjoy drawing Legolas's face, and I struggled. That does not look like Legolas to me. Or at least not Orlando Bloom's Legolas. And I really like how Orlando Bloom looks. So, it gets better. It gets good, and then it gets bad, and then it gets better again. It's a wobbly line of improvement. That is very accurate. I thought this came from a Angry Orchard box. I just stuck that in there because I thought it looked cool. These are little cards. I've never posted these, but I thought they were cute. I really like how Colton's turned out, and I kind of phoned it in at Charlie's and Adam's, but Colton looks great. I really like how Colton looks. Put those back in there. I also watched Daredevil for the first time, and so a couple pages are just Daredevil themed. I really like how that looks. That is obviously based off of like a reference picture. A lot of my drawings are, but that one is just like straight up the reference picture. But I love how that looks. That's one of my favorites in here. More Daredevil, or Matt Murdock. I really liked that page when I did it. Now now that time has passed, I can see a bunch of things that are wrong, but it's very bright and I like it. And at the time I loved it. Some more Daredevil doodles. Colton Newt from Fantastic Beasts, because, you know, that one's still never fully out of my head. He's always in there. And a little Colton, which I think is really cute here. And some really light sketches. You can hardly see them. Some more Lord of the Rings. This page I really like. This one's kind of, but this one, I love that. That right there. Ooh, I love that. Anyways, some doodles. I really like how these look. This was with one of those cartridge ink, like calligraphy pens, because I recently got back into doing ink work that I really enjoy, but I wanted to do it portably, so cartridge ink pen, and I do not like those. But, you know, it looks good. I like this a lot. One of my favorite things in the sketchbook recently that I've been doing is changing Legolas's character, like, outfit, and I'm having fun with that. This Gandalf looks really good too. Here's more ink stuff. I got a new set of inks. I was doing something with them for a project for school, so I was messing around with them a bit at the time. I really like this. This is one of my favorite things in here. Along with the next page, which is like one of my favorite spreads in here. Not that. And it's just a bunch of like Colton eating. A lot of you may know that they are like an extension of myself, and I don't know. This was like This was a thing. This is therapy. Anyways, I really like, I'm not gonna elaborate on that actually. I really like how this looks. I think it's cute. I also like the gray tones in it, and the way the ink dries is just really cool to me. And this is definitely one of my favorite things. I like that one a lot, and this one, and that one. I like them all a lot. This is kind of a rough page. I do kind of like how that David Tennant looks. He is such just like an odd, I really like drawing his face. He has such an odd face, and I love it. And these are cute. I really like that one. Normally you can tell which ones I like because I put that square of color behind them because it draws your eye to it when there's like a block of color. These are done by my friend Ariel, who I will post their name in my video description. They're a very talented artist. This is Wilson Fisk. I really like how that looks. That was also for the assignment I had to do. I can actually just show you guys that because I made a comic or 2 comic book pages. It was just like it was based off of a quote, and I had to make a drawing based off of the quote and my own interpretation of it, and I just ended up making a comic book page, and I think it looks really good. These are poses taken from various comic books as like studies. Take it to Puss in Boots and Matt Murdock in a Punisher shirt, because, you know, I'm gay. Frank Castle and Matt Murdock, you know. And Foggy. I flip-flop between the two. I'm indecisive. Anyways. This is ugly. I hate this so much. Every time I look at this page, I'm like, punch, beat it up. This is okay. I really like that one a lot. And these are... I was struggling, but this is cool because this is from the sequence from the movie Head, the Monkeys movie. And I think this looks cool. I like the blue. It adds like a good splash of color to the whole graphite page. Kind of like it. These are just some doodles. This is good. There's like, unfortunately, it kind of smeared a little bit, so there's like some black in here, and I don't really like how Kate's face looks, but Basil, look at her. Breathtaking. I love her a lot. Sketch of Legolas that looks kind of beefed, but we're trying. That was a crazy week. That was a crazy week. I'm not gonna elaborate, you can read it. Oh, it's stuck. Ooh, okay. This is something that I fixed up a bit when I did a different assignment where I had to fix a traditional drawing that I did. I can show that one on screen too, because I do like the digitally improved one, because if you can see, the circles follow, like, it was originally like circle and circle and then circle, right? Like, just like how they are in the comics, the Chip Zdarsky ones. But the circles don't line up. And I'm sure if you looked at it like normal, you wouldn't really notice it, but I see it, and it bothers the hell out of me. This is a little gouache drawing. I really like it. This is also gouache. It was for another assignment that I was about to do. Why is that sideways? For class, and I was using gouache as my medium, so I wanted to practice with it a bit. I do like how that looks. It's a little funky. I like the graphic, like, the lines are very liney. I like it. This is the one study that I did of strong people, and that was it. Mission accomplished. I did it. They're okay. They're fine. I do like that one a lot. This page is rough. I like that one a lot. But, like, his face doesn't look quite right yet, but it's getting closer. And it gets closer as I keep going along. It's a learning process. I like this a lot. This is very funny to me. And this was I ran out of space for the top of his head. A redesign of Legolas's like outfit, and I like it a lot. I fart around with it a little bit more, but I like the whole like leaf-shaped armor. Very green. I like it a lot. I'm pretty happy with that. More Legolas and Gimli. This is a cool page. I actually quite like this one. This is some of the women from Lord of the Rings. All gorgeous. I love them dearly. A random Hannibal. I don't really know why. Felt like I needed to draw him, but I really love this. So this one and this one. Those are two of my favorite drawings in here. I like them a lot. This was one of the pages that I beefed and then I just gave up. I really gave up. These are some of my friends from school. That's Ariel and that's Jordan. That's a really thick page. Oh, okay, never mind. This is a book cover design that I had to do for school. I'll show the actual one on screen. I am really, really happy with that one. I love how it looks. Here are the thumbnails for it. I did at a restaurant with my mom on a napkin. So there it is, right there. This was the other option. I was gonna have them both to one side and then like Dirk Gently, the book, and the author down here. But I liked that better. Some more Campbell. Some more young David Tennant. I like that one a lot. Some more Lord of the Rings, and Will Turner is in here. That, I loved it when I did it. I cannot stand looking at it now. I hate it so much. I'm just gonna put a thumb over his face. That Sam is really cute. I'm really happy with that one. That was me turning 20 and being old. I like that a lot. I think that's funny. And these Will Turners are actually really nice. I went through a whole like Orlando Bloom moment, and I watched all Lord of the Rings movies again. I watched all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies again. Caribbean, however you want to say that. And then I watched like a bunch of random other movies that had Orlando Bloom in them. And I'm still listening to the Elizabethtown soundtrack. Anyways, Orlando Bloom aside. And that was seeing Mickey Dolenz. For my birthday, I got to see Mickey Dolenz, and I cried the second he walked on stage. And whenever I watched movies or videos, I always used to laugh when I saw like people crying when the musician walked on stage, and I'm like, I'm a hypocrite. Because the second he walked on stage, I started sobbing. My mom got it on video. It's very embarrassing. This is a digital thing I did where I messed around with Colton and the horns of their hoodie. The classic hoodie horns, and then I put it on a hat and a beanie and a headband and stuff. I just thought it was kind of cute. I really like this spread. This didn't feel like it was that long ago. It wasn't that long ago. Oh my gosh, wait. This was like 3 months ago. I really like that one. I like that one a lot, and this is good. Here we go. That's kind of when that mindset started kicking in. Actually, okay, other than this one, I really like everything on this page. And I drew that back on my boot, so I redid it onto my shoe. And the oud. I really like the oud. I hate this one. Ugly. I was having a hard time drawing on this page because of this. It's really thick, so it kind of on it, you know. I really like that drawing. I did not post that yet, and that's cute. Very nice, Lightning McQueen. I have not posted this because I have mixed feelings on some of these, but I wanted to practice drawing Colton's face a little bit more consistently. Like, so the first one I really like, and then it kind of like changed a bit, but some of them are rough, but I do like that one a lot. And the ones that have yellow behind them are normally the ones that I like more. I don't like that one anymore. Some of them are really good. I'm pretty happy with some of them. I can't believe I really like how this looks. I'm surprised I haven't posted that yet. Yeah, I quite like that. I also like this page a lot too. Why did I make your legs so long? Oh my gosh. That's outrageous. I like how this looks. In my head, they've always been in a band. I just never really did anything with that. And I have like ideas of what I want to do and like ideas for like their name, their band name. I do not like Threnody anymore. I am stuck between Looks Pretty Bad and To the Happiness. I like those both. I also like the idea of like documenting some of my thoughts in the book as I'm doing stuff. I think it adds a lot, so I can look back through my books later and see what I was thinking at the time. So I'm gonna be doing that more in my next one. That is my peak. I peaked at that Legolas, and then it goes back downhill again. But look how the eye's a little bit high up. That aside, I nailed it. I'm really happy with that. I still have not bought The Silmarillion narrated by Andy Serkis because I'm broke. But I'm going to be doing that. I've read The Silmarillion, but I want the Andy Serkis version. These are fine. I actually kind of like this one a lot. That one's mid, but the little doodles on the side are very fun. Yes. See, and then it went back downhill again. That doesn't really look... These are two different people. But I still like how it looks. I'm very happy with this. I especially like the Sam right here and the faces. Like, I accidentally messed up Aragorn's face, so I like did white over it and drew over it again, so he doesn't have any shading on his face like the other people do. But that is very nice. And I gave Gollum a toupee. And I have finished Gimli. This is when I got a pack of crayons. And I am just like tearing through crayons at the moment. I am having a good time. That was on my ID photo at school because I really don't like how my photo looks, so I put that over it, but it keeps falling off, so now it's in there. I have a Will, this fun crayon drawing of Pennywise, which I think looks really good, especially considering I did it with crayons, and some Bill Hader as Richie. It's kind of a fun page. Spread. I like this a lot, especially this one. This one's one of my favorites. I think they're very cute. I got incredibly sunburnt. That's what that is. It was a bad 3 weeks of being in, like, I was so red. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that's over. Some rose. I really like this page a lot. There's stuff over here. It's very light, but it's there. And I have some with Christopher Eccleston, who is one of my favorite doctors. I love him a lot. I feel like he doesn't get enough love. This is fun. I like this a lot. It's fun. Good time. I was not having a great time drawing, and I feel like it shows through this because I did this before and I hate it a lot. I really do not like this. This one's good. So just like don't pay attention to anything else on this page except for this drawing right up there. Right? It's just Robert Sheehan. This one's from Misfits. I think this one too. And I don't remember what the other two Robert Sheehan references that I was looking at were from. It might have been, I don't know. I don't remember actually. I've seen a handful of his movies. Or movies with him in it, not his movies. Oops. You need to be cringe and free. I put this over. Oh my gosh, it's really sticking now. Oh, that's fine. Wrong side. I put this over a kind of more finished version of. Why is that sticking like that? That's gross. Will Turner. I kind of like this better. Something looks funky about that for some reason. I like that one, and I really like this crayon doodle of Jack. I think it looks good. This one's silly. I like that one a lot though. I feel like it really looks like him. This is when I saw the Barbie movie. Or this I drew before I saw the Barbie movie, and then I stuck the Barbie movie ticket when I did see it in here. And that one I saw after the Barbie movie. That's very funny. I don't remember doing that. What is under it? Adam making a Barbie version of himself in Colton Kiss. Yeah. The classic cowboy outfits from the movie are, 10 out of 10. I quite like that. This is getting to very recently. This is more recent. That didn't sound right. This is after Good Omens Season 2 came out. And these are some thumbnails for it. This is the one that I based that off of. So there's some like some flower language stuff and like the broken hearts and the glasses and the apple with the wings and the snakes. I put thought into a drawing, which is something I don't do often. Here's it in the that's the digital version. It looks prettier when you see it like not printed out onto just normal printer paper. I'm really struggling to get words out today. Some more Matt Murdock. The only one I really like on this page, of not including this, is this one here. And I tried to do this thing where I put watercolor over it to seal it, but then I realized that only really works with graphite. And it completely erased all of the doodles that I did in red colored pencil, and I had to redraw over everything. So lesson learned, I guess. That's why he's a good, very nice, pretty piss yellow. Unfortunate. This is cute though. I like that. I think he's silly. Ooh. This is one of my favorite spreads too. I'm trying to make my I'm trying to get better at stylizing characters or people. So taking real people and making them look more like my style, and making my style look a little bit more real so that they can meet in the middle. Because whenever I draw people based on a reference, it looks more real. And whenever I draw my OCs from my noggin, they look very cartoonish, and I want to find a good middle ground. I feel like I'm slowly getting there. This I love this. This is my favorite thing. I nailed it. I wrote that there too. I love how that looks. So this is exactly that's it. That one too. I like that one a lot. That's close, but it looks a little goofy, and this one I do not like, but you know, you can't win them all. These are all very fun. They're from The Hobbit. I hated this at first. I drew it, I'm like, that is the ugliest thing I've ever drawn, but every time I look at it, I just love it a little bit more. He's so goofy. It looks so good. I love it a lot. Out of all of them, like here, I think this Philly might be my least favorite, and I still like it, you know. So I'm pretty happy with all of these. I'm having a good time sticking graph paper in my sketchbook too recently. I don't know why that's like a thing for me right now. This is, I found watercolor pencils recently, and I used to like hate those, but they're very fun for sketching apparently. I love this Tina, and Amanda looks really good. Farrah looks a little bit rough, and I really do not like that. That's why it says fart. But that one's cute. This one's good, except for this eye is like too close to the other eye, or like the nose, but I still like how it looks. And that Tina looks great too. I'm really happy with this page actually, and the fact that I only had 2 colors to work with, like this was normal colored pencil, these were watercolor pencils. I actually went out and bought a set of watercolor pencils just because of how much I enjoyed sketching with them. But I like the 2 colors that I originally had. I like the way they look together. This is some more of the band stuff. Mordecai? I really like that. I think that actually looks really good. This is also with the watercolor pencils. This is after I picked up a set. That's the Bronx. That's Heart Attack American. It took me a minute to place those song lyrics. That's me trying to decide between the band names. If you guys want to tell me which of those 2 you like, Looks Pretty Bad or To the Happiness, in the comments of this video, that'd be pretty cool. It'd help me choose. I do like how these look. A lot, actually. This is really good. I'm really happy with this. This is only like a week or 2 ago. And that was from seeing that concert and some silly little horses. It was a very cool concert. This pen, I really like how it writes, but it smears literally everywhere. And you can't, like, it takes forever to dry, so that's why that's there. At this point, it's fine though. I don't need that anymore. Right? Yeah. I like these a lot though. This is ugly color-wise, but here's some dogs. I really, actually, aside from the horrid colors that I put in the background, I really like how they look, especially this one here. We have some Bilbo and Gandalf up there. I actually really like how that looks. I put that's on a piece of cardboard. This is some stuff. This is a thumbnail. This is a little sneak peek at a drawing that I'm planning on doing for September because it's, you know, it's over the garden wall season. I already watched it twice, once with my mom and once with my grandma, because I love the show and, you know, I gotta force them to watch it with me. And I gotta do that. I actually really like how these 2 look. I think they're very cute. They're very light. I wonder if they're as light for you guys. I don't know. Some figures. I think my figures have gotten a lot better, like shape-wise, because of all the figure classes that I've been having to do. I saw a picture or a video, I think both, of somebody who recently drew a bunch of like really cute caricatures of all of the doctors. And I'm like, that is so cool. I want to try that. And so I tried it. And then at about number 4, I completely gave up. I said, this is too much work. I can't do this. But I really like how 1 and 3 look. And 4 is ugly. Like, I obviously gave up during it, but it does still look like Dr. 4. The 4th Doctor. I don't know why I said Dr. 4. Will, whose eyes are too high up, I feel like, but it still looks fine. I really like how that looks. That is not anything like how I would draw normally, but I like it. It looks like Mads. This is like literally like 2 days ago. I really like this page, these pages a lot. I am having a lot of fun drawing aged up versions of my characters, and I don't know if that's gonna be like a thing now, but the only way I really want to draw them recently is like this. I don't like know why. Look, I love them. I love these ones a lot. I think especially with Colton and Adam, I feel like I have more freedom to draw them doing things that I would normally feel weird drawing like 19-year-olds doing. I'm 20, but 19 still feels really young. 20 feels really young. I feel like you're still a child until you at least hit like 25, and that's still pushing it. So it felt weird with that. I still like the thought of Charlie being young. 20 still feels like a pretty good age for Charlie. I like 16-year-old Charlie because Charlie's the baby, you know? Like the adoptive baby between these two. And while Charlie has like a great family, like it's like Colton and Adam are kind of like her parents. And I really like leaning into that. Even though they are like only like 4 years older, or 5, but month-wise, you know. This is really cute. I like this a lot. This is also cute. I like this little Charlie here. And that's Charlie's little brother that I do not draw like hardly at all. But you know, this is also, oh my gosh. I really like this page. These pages. I like them a lot. This one too. I did this literally today. This is like, oh my gosh. I am gay. I love how that looks. I really like it a lot. I'm really proud of that. So we have Basil, Jess, and Kate, also aged up a bit. These are a glasses chain, and I thought that would be really cute with Kate, like a little, like, the bright, like, yellow in my head, the way that I pictured if it were in color, would look really good contrasted against, like, the dark brown hair and her more tan skin. The bright yellow of the, like, the gold of the glasses chain, I feel like would look really good. This is adorable, too. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with, like, the last, like, couple pages. I also did this today. Like, I did 3 pages in a day. I'm really gunning to make, I was really trying to finish this fast. These are some thumbnails for what I want the cover for the next page to look, except for these. That's something different. I like this one, and this is a better, like, thought out version of that one, and I like this one. But I'm leaning more towards those two. And for some reason I had an idea the last couple days of like Pride Month drawings for next year. And that's what these are here. I figured I'd get them out of my head before I forget them completely, which is pretty likely. And that's the last page. That's a drawing of me with crayons. Crayons! I like crayons. I feel like a toddler, and I love it. Crayons are very fun. My hand is massive. I drew a really big hand. I don't know why. But this, I'm really happy with. And then I have... I don't remember doing that. This is not sponsored. Some swatching, and then I don't count that as a page. Some things in the back. You get to see what's in here again. I feel like I didn't really put anything of like value back here this time. Oh my god, I forgot about all these. I was planning on taking these out of there. There's a bunch of stickers from somebody who I go to school with. Like, me and my friend Ariel were drawing in the classroom, an empty one, and they don't really have like a wall. It was like a half a wall, and we're completely alone. And then somebody poked their head in through the half wall and was like, "Hey, you want some stickers?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they handed me like a bunch of these. It's very fun, very cool. I like them a lot. Here. Well, here's the back, real quick. I'll show you what's inside of it in a second. Little hobbit hole. I made these here, and this one, and this one are done by another friend of mine named Ellie. Very incredibly talented artist. I actually have another one of her stickers right here. Very cool stuff. That's heavy. That's my iPad, sorry. Ignoring my disgusting looking table, which I can never get clean anymore. It is like permanently like this. This is what was in the back. I must have been planning on sticking these in somewhere. I remember doing this at like the beginning of the year. But that's me before I cut my hair into a mohawk. Business card. These are the mugshot drawings from the Barbie movie. So there's Colton and there's Adam. That's a thumbnail for that 3 tickets to Barbie little drawing that I did. That is gorgeous. Love that. Another business card. Another one of those stickers. Oh my gosh, another one of those stickers. Some more stickers. This is from a figure drawing that I did where I cut the head off because I didn't like how it looks, but I really like the rest of it. I still really like the rest of it. I think it looks great. It's very cool. And then I have some torsos, it looks like, and some full figures. Maybe one day I can go through all of my college drawings, like all my figure work and actual drawings I've made for my classes. I feel like that would be a fun tour to do, but I need to find the time for that. So that is sketchbook number 11. Finished completely. That felt like it took 10 years. And this is the one that I just picked up. It's some just brand from the store that should not be named, Hobby Lobby. My mom loves it there. I was just there. I don't like Hobby Lobby, but you know. Oh my gosh, open. Wow. So my old one here is an ELO sketchbook. It's a wonderful brand. I love it a lot. It's just like really, really smooth paper, and all of my drawings, I feel like I'm drawing on butter. It's wonderful. Unfortunately, it does not really work well with like watery mediums, and I do a lot of gouache and I do a lot of watercolor. Those are kind of my favorite to work with, and it just does not react well with this paper. So, breaking from my like obsession with ELO sketchbooks, which have been like my last couple sketchbooks, I got this one, which is mixed media paper. It's Master's Touch. If it's good, I'll let you guys know. If not, the next tour will probably be with a different sketchbook because I will have changed it partway through. The paper's a little bit grittier, but it's still pretty smooth. I am very picky with paper because of ELO sketchbooks. So hopefully my little stupid monkey brain will tolerate this still. There's not as many pages, so maybe I'll have a tour sooner than I did last time. But it's about the same size. It is the same size. I think that's an 8x8. Yeah, I wouldn't go much bigger than 8x8. I feel like having a big sketchbook is like, that is way too much to finish. My brain will explode if I do that. 8x8 is kind of like my perfect size. There was some other things I wanted to address that I have to try to remember. Right. I have gotten a lot of comments about people wanting me to do like sketchbook sessions or like vlogs and stuff. I don't really have time to be doing that. Maybe after college or after I find like a steady job, but currently I have a full-time job during the summer, and while the school year is going around, I have my classes and a part-time job, so finding time to even like fill up a sketchbook is kind of hard. That's why it's been so long in between each tours. I'm just very busy. That, and I am very incredibly intimidated by YouTube. I am terrified of it. I'm still even afraid of posting on Instagram, which is my main platform, but YouTube is horrifying to me. So I appreciate how much you guys love my work. It means the world to me. It gives me a lot of motivation to keep making art, but I don't think YouTube is something that I'm going to really be pursuing. Oh my gosh. This doesn't have like an intro page. It doesn't have like the... That's so weird. I was gonna like fill that in with you guys. We'll do it up in the little corner. Move my mouse out of the way. I have the A Over the Garden Wall themed playlist going, but I had to pause to record this. So, oh, that's like horrible. I beefed it. Fix it. What day is it again? It's the 20th. Alright. And then I sometimes add to this after I write the first couple. So I want to not care as much. And I want to work on stylization. And me writing in my best handwriting, right? That looks great. And the poses. Can I add poses? I want to really elaborate, or is that the word I want? I want to make my poses look more fluid. I might add more to that later. Oops. I might draw on my desk. Was that just then? I felt like I just drew on my desk. But for now, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Again, it means the world to me. You guys can obviously, if you've been following me for a while, you should know that you can find me on Instagram at StressedPigeon, and on there you can find like links to my shop, to my hidden account, which has like my personal, like pictures from like my personal life and some sketches that I don't post on main because they're ugly. And some like other work from like a long time ago, but that's 18 plus, not because I really post anything explicit, which was the original goal of that channel. That was my intention going into it, but I am way too embarrassed to post anything explicit. So the 18 plus right now is more for my own comfort, because I don't know, I post pictures of myself and stuff on there and my family, so it's more for privacy purposes. Aside from that, I'll post the names of my friends' Instagrams down in the description too, and that's about it. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll try to answer any comments that ask questions, and or anything that's funny. Sometimes I reply to your guys' comments if they're funny. But thank you guys so much. Thank you. Bye bye.